Hey friends, I'm doing some trim, and an invaluable tool is the coping saw. Okay, so my coping saw, I'm doing some trim. I'm putting some walnut here on a beam, and it's at a point, it's an inside corner of the beam, and it has like two little notches. And so I could use a jigsaw, but I want a little bit more control. I want a finer cut than a jigsaw. So I'm using my coping saw with a very fine tooth blade, and I'm gonna cut my little notches out, see how it works. The other thing a coping saw is invaluable for is inside corners on your base trim. So I have a separate video on that. I will put that link in the description. But the coping saw is invaluable for trim, in my opinion, for what it's worth. So here I have a line starting here, going down and then up, and over here, I know it's kind of hard to see, it's going in here and then down. So I'm going to do this one first. And I have this secured in a vise. I have some 3D printed soft jaws, so it doesn't, my steel vise does not mar that walnut. All right, there's the first cut. Now, a coping saw, the way the travel, how it turns, it's a lot like a boat with a rudder. So if I need to go up, I need to turn the backside down. Also with a coping saw, friends, I put very little pressure against the teeth. My goal is to go back and forth and just put a little bit of pressure against the direction I'm cutting, because these little teeth, remember, they're like little shovels. They need to take out a little bit of sawdust every single time. Now, we're to the end here. The magic of a coping saw is that we can turn that blade, loosen the handle, turn the blade, and then tighten it back up. And now I can put that bar above where I'm... Now if I want, I can take a little rasp or a file and smooth this up. It's a little bit bumpy right here, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll go in and then I will test it for fit. All right, so there we go, friends. It's because I have a coping saw that I'm able to make these cuts and go in tight to that beam. All right, friends, so the coping saw should be in your repertoire of tools that you are familiar with, especially if you're doing trim. It's a good one. Thanks for watching, friends. Remember to work hard, because hard work is its own reward, and do something today to make yourself better. Thanks for watching.